offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Finding Knox there, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Nice, sweetheart. Kill.
Topper! Hey, high 7. Ready.
2nd and 11. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Alpha!
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
There we go.
Big grip. Big grip.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Watch the block.
Yeah.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Hey.
Blue down. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Got one.
Look at me. Zipper.
58's Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, Zoo.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Jackson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike, 58, right there. If you'll get the ball.
This is Cohen. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew. Again, it's Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Big grip. Big grip.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you either throw
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. From the left side, it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I'm coming.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And the Bears first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Come on, set. Henry. Sport. Hey, tight down. There you go.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Cohen. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
He's checking, he's checking. Sponge. No. Kill.
49, check 49.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Set.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the toss, Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the screen.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Chicago, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next.